Hey everybody, and welcome to our second installment of the Production Perfected series. This is Andrew. I'm Jeff. Glad to have you with us. We are in the midst of our Production Perfected series, the recipe for title success, where we are talking about people, process, and technology. And we're video two, process. This is one of DeBello's favorite topic. And so Andrew's going to dive us right in.
Yeah, people, they're the car, they're the means to get to the result. However, process, we have to lay the track for how to best help them get from point A to point B in an efficient manner. Because we can all agree on one thing. Time is finite. We're not making more of it. We don't get any more than anyone else. So how we do our work is really impactful to how we keep our people most efficient and most valued. And if there's one thing I've seen that all poor processes have in common, they all waste time. And I am lazy. I hate wasting time. So the real key then is how do we maximize the time and value of our people? What does that look like, Jeff?
Yeah, well said. People alone can only get so much work done. So the thing that makes them effective is putting a well-designed process around them that will magnify their human talents and expertise without burning them out, right? So when they have a system around them like that in place, they're going to be able to execute and complete all your work, no matter how busy your company might be.
Well, you have 20 years of experience now, which actually, we wanted to surprise you with a quick little gift as, 20 years of the boss as Jeff.
Wow.
El Jefe.
And red, one of my favorite colors.
There's a 20 in there too, so you can buy one California Price coffee drink.
This is a trash, yeah. The taxes are rough here. Thank you.
So now forcing you to get back and train of thought here.
This is literally 100% not in the script, so I'm a little bit flustered, but we're going to pick back up.
In that experience, how do you maximize and accomplish this goal of results and efficiency?
Yeah, so just critical, splitting a process into logical steps that is repeatable and predictable. I know that sounds very obvious, but I think in our experience, we've been surprised shadowing client processes all across the country at how disjointed so many processes are in the sense of someone's picking something up and they're wondering if the person before them did X or did Y, or, oh, I don't think they put this in here, let me go check. And it's just your favorite thing. It's just wasting time, right? Oh, yeah. So what we're looking for is a very clear process where step one leads to step two, leads to step three. Everyone is confident of what had been done before and isn't going back to check. They pick right up and they take off. So, and I think one of our tips in that, Andrew, is working with the end in mind. It's really easy.
Big time.
It's a lot easier when you know what you want done at a step. Yep. To create those action items at the step before and move backwards. It kind of makes it easier to put a logical process together.
Sounds easy enough.
Piece of cake. That's why they call me El Jefe.
True. It's always easy to talk about, but harder to maybe do. However, there are tips, there are steps we can take. So what does it really look like to lean into this?
Just a good old-fashioned session of title therapy, Andrew.
Oh, yeah, my favorite.
Your favorite. Anything that Andrew gets to lie on a couch and close his eyes for a few minutes, he's a big fan of as a parent of a lot of kids. So this is where the hard work comes into play, right? This is where you got to really invest the time. You get into the nitty-gritty. You got to tear things down in order to build them up. And I think that is daunting to people, and it's hard because it is a lot of work. And I think that our industry spends a great deal of its existence in one of two extremes. One we just came out of, which is there's so much work, everyone's busy, there's just zero time to spend any effort trying to make something better or improve a process. No bandwidth. Or you swing the other way and business is slow, we've downsized, we don't have as many people, we're conserving resources and we're a little hesitant to deploy resources or money to improve things. So, two extremes, and unfortunately there's kind of a missed opportunity at both ends of that.
Well, so in this title therapy then, what kind of questions should we be asking to help accomplish the desired result?
Sure. I think that the most helpful thing to me is looking at your process through the lens of your people. In our last video, we talked about valuing your people. So when you have people that have expertise and you want to value, it's focusing their time on valuable activities. So I think of when you construct your process, if you're focusing your people's efforts on things that can cost you money, things that are of high value, high liability files, high risk files, files that require deep local knowledge and such, and then having them focus on customer service and customer retention, you're in the right zone. So, and below those activities, giving them the tools and the processes to automate, to outsource, and to just be okay not being busy 24 hours a day.
Hard to do.
It's right. This industry is there's a sense in this industry of like gathering your worth from how busy you are,
Yep.
and I think we just got to be okay with having people let go and have a minute every once in a while, and just understanding that less is more.
Yeah, less is more. Simple is success. I think how you get to simple, though, is not easy, right? In my experience, simple is just the breakdown of very, very complex details into an organized and logical process. It's the reason why my daughter can pick up an iPhone and immediately know what to do. Like, that's what just she was born to do.
Right, and yet this is an infinitely complex device that none of us can even comprehend, right?
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's-
And I like this poster behind us, Andrew. We've seen it so many times, I'll repeat it from memory, but a user interface is like a joke. If you have to explain it, it's not very good.
It's so true. And although Tidal may not be as cool as Apple, it's got the potential to be as efficient and well-designed as a good joke or an Apple process and
There you
product. So the people are what's going to help get it done. The process is going to make the most efficient. The technology that we talk about next is going to be the catalyst to real growth and real scale.
Ooh, technology, definitely something talked about at every turn this year in our industry in particular. So we're excited to talk to you about that next time. Look forward to having you with us. Hey, thanks for this, by the way.
Cheers.
Cheers.
From all of us at eBello.
Talk to you guys soon.